Atkins.
My home away from home. And some of you have even heard of Second Step Players. How cool is that? So, back at home in Connecticut, I run a nonprofit, peer-run mental health arts agency. I'm a licensed professional counselor, and I have a diagnosis of bipolar 2, bipolar light. It took me a while to figure out exactly what's wrong with me, so I had a lot of diagnoses over the years. And what's good about that is that now I can choose what I'm going to be based on what kind of grants are available from peer-run agencies. So for a long time I was really afraid to take medication. I just wouldn't take it. Well, I did take medication, but not the right kind. Let's just say, if you want to control a manic episode, Robitussin is not the answer. I still thought I was Jesus, but I got rid of that nasty cough. So hey, I want to tell you about my mom. When I was little, my mom had the coolest job in the world. She worked at the parapsychology lab at Duke University, where they study ESP and telekinesis and paranormal phenomena. And I think that this may be the root cause of my low self-esteem, because while other little kids were worried about their hairy braids of boys, I was obsessed by my failure to move a bead on an abacus with my powers of concentration. And I could never contact the dead on my Ouija board, but I had an awesome bent spoon collection. It's kind of too bad I had to make that with pliers. But because of my mom's belief system, I believed in reincarnation, and so I was always trying to be a very good girl, so I wouldn't wreck my karma. And then I found out that if you're too good, you don't get to come back for another lifetime. So now I'm really confused, because it seems like that means the secret to living forever is to be an asshole. I'm thinking Donald Trump has more lives left than anybody. So I'm from the South too, but I'm actually from the East Coast. I'm from a small little town in Southern Virginia, where it's so small that people used to drive all the way around the block to avoid the stoplight. And when you're from a town that small, when I was a teenager, all I wanted to do was get out of there. So I had a plan, because my town had a scholarship pageant. So I was going to win this scholarship pageant and get out of there. There were a couple of problems. I was pretty naive. My idea of evening wear was those pajamas with feet in them. And I was really sorely disappointed when I found out that high tea had nothing to do with smoking pot. But here's the good news. I won the pageant because for my talent, I twirled the fire baton. And here's a little tip for you. They always let you win when you set things on fire. So I was ready for my prizes, my new car, my full scholarship to college. I won a pig and a sheep to start a farm. And the breeding was an issue. So hey, I've got a question for you. In the mental health system here, do you all experience stigma at all? Yeah, so it's an issue here too. Well, it's an issue at home, let me tell you. So my nice little mental health arts agency, we ran into this recently because we got new tenants in our building. They're the people who do your taxes. And let me tell you, those people are terrified of art and music. We figured out they were afraid of us because they installed, kid you not, they installed code locks on the public bathroom doors. I'm thinking, what are we going to do? Choke you with a macrame plant hanger? Like torture you with a bad Celine Dion song? Well, in all fairness, I guess all Celine Dion is really bad. But what they said, oh, the Celine fans, I'm sorry. What they said was that they were afraid that one of their tax clients, they didn't want to look like they were discriminating against us crazy people. So they said one of their tax clients was going to lie in wait and jump them in the bathroom. I'm thinking, you gotta be kidding me. Your clients would way rather jump you in the parking lot. So in our mental health system up there too, there's so much bureaucracy, and the language is just impossible to understand. Like, they speak in acronyms. Recently I was trying to get some help, and they said I had to find the gatekeeper, and then I could go to IOP, and after that to PHP, and then to CSP. And I got really confused, and I went down to the DMV, and the clerk couldn't figure out why I was telling her all my problems. But you know what? The good news is, my driver's license is good for the next 6 years. So hey, thank you so much for letting me come out and be with you guys tonight.